Alright, so another day means another video talking about, of course, our Lord and Savior, the Sonic the Hedgehog. And today we've got a couple of topics that we're going to be talking about. One that seems to be confirmed information, and another that seems to be erring more on the side of speculation. But I figured we should still talk about this one because it's kind of interesting, and I want to give some thoughts on that speculation, or some speculation on that speculationception. Anyway, we're going to start off with the quick confirmed information, and then we're going to get into the speculation. So for this information, we go to Sawasi, and it says here, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog coming to Blu-ray. It has been announced by artist Milton King that Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog will be coming to Blu-ray in the future from Discotech Media. There are currently no other details on the upcoming release. Will you be purchasing the upcoming Blu-ray release? Let us know in the Okay, yeah, of course I'm going to be purchasing. It's Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. What the fuck? It's the second best Sonic cartoon. Sonic X is at the top, followed by Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, second place, followed by Satayam third, Boom fourth, and Underground obviously being trash and fifth, no doubt. Man, I remember the hours used to spend watching Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, man. It's such a good show. Like, I know people think I don't like the meta era because it doesn't take itself too seriously and things like that, but I actually did like the Boom cartoon. I didn't want the whole series to be like the Boom cartoon, like not taking itself seriously, shit like that. I like it in small doses. Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog was that. Very memeable, very not taking itself seriously, very somewhat cringe, you know, but it was fun for what it was. Did I want Adventure 1 to be like that just because Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog was like that? No, but it's a good thing to have, and I'm hoping with this Blu-ray release that we also get like a higher quality version. I don't know if that's even possible. Are they gonna do some kind of up-resing on it, or is it just gonna be a straight take it from the VHS, slap it on a Blu-ray? I don't even know if the other Sonic TV shows have gotten Blu-ray releases. I don't really follow that shit, but I definitely will be getting this one. And yeah, if there is one for Sonic X, which CBA to check, but if there is one, I probably would get that as well. Let's be real. I don't even have a Blu-ray player. Honestly, I just want to have it for the collection, you know what I mean? Like, but with that smaller piece of information out of the way, we're going to get onto this more speculative piece of information, and this one comes from a very interesting source. What source, you asking me? Bear with me. It's Zippo. Wait, please, come on, guys, please, come on, please, give it a chance, okay, please, give it a chance. Okay, let's go through this. I know Zippo's credibility is about as high as Izuku when he says he's learned his lessons from the previous Sonic game and the next Sonic game will be amazing, but come on, okay? It's not like we have much to go off anyway when it comes to Rangers, so we might as well hear it out, right? I mean, we were looking at 4chan leaks made by teenagers. We can look at a Zippo leak, okay? Come on. So it says here, and this is like almost 10 days old. I saw it a while ago, but I didn't fully read it, but I was like, maybe I'll take a look at this, you know, maybe do a video on it at some point. So it says Sonic Rangers likely has a marketing deal with PlayStation. Now what? So as you probably saw in the last article, which he was talking about the Sony PlayStation Showcase 2021, which was the event that wasn't really a state of play, but it was a bigger event. I reacted to it on my non-Sonic channel, link in the description. It is basically the same event where Insomniac Games showed us that they mean fucking business. But anyway, Sony had strung out a multitude of deals with third-party companies, including Capcom, Square Enix, and Bandai Namco. We've already seen some of these deals taking place at last week's showcase. One stuck out to many people though, myself included, and that was the appearance of a certain Blue Hedgehog's collectible item, and they show a clip from the PlayStation Showcase where you can see Sonic's iconic golden ring. Sega's next big Sonic game, which is almost confirmed to be an open world title, has likely caught the eye of Sony, and that's a big deal for not just Sony, but Sonic. I'll break down some reasons why. And then he says open world is the hotness right now, saying that Breath of the Wild has sold over 20 million copies, Odyssey has sold over 20 million. Well, yeah, but those are good open world games. We're talking about Rangers here, okay? I'm sorry, guys. Rangers will be great, okay? Don't be mad at me. Oh god. Horizon was Sony's most successful new IP in ages. Ghost of Tsushima continued that trend. GTA 5 and Skyrim continue to be milked for like a decade plus. It's a very smart move from a business perspective. There's room for a lot of success here. Okay. Sony needs more family-friendly games. A problem some have with the PS5's lineup right now is the lack of prominent family-friendly games. Outside of Ratchet & Clank, which is definitely a big title for them, but that's only one game. What do you mean lack of family-friendly games? You telling me Demon's Souls is not an amazing family-friendly title that all the kids could play? You telling me that they couldn't bust it down to some Returnal? You know what I mean? Like, oh my god. The problem was exacerbated again during their showcase, where there was a single game that could be called E-rated. While I like violent body action games as much as the next guy, you need more than that to have a diverse lineup of games. Sony's rumored upcoming Sly Cooper title is the only first-party game that's going to be considered family-friendly, as far as we can tell, so going to third parties and marketing games such as Sonic, Crash Bandicoot, and Pac-Man is a smart move. Families are more inclined to buy consoles with games that appeal to younger audiences. That's been the case since the beginning. I mean, you say that, but Sony wins like damn near every console generation, and they don't usually have the most family-friendly game. I mean, the Switch is killing it right now, so that's not really a fair comparison, but the Switch didn't outsell the PS4, and it's not going to outsell the PS5 in the long run, I don't think. Then again, who knows, really? And this third point is the most interesting point, which is definitely speculation. I believe so. Sony are impressed with the new Sonic game, in brackets probably. This one's a bit more speculative, but here goes. When these kinds of deals happen, developers / publishers give constant updates / looks at the game internally until it's ready. This one is no different. We know from the leaks that the game was being played by testers about a year and a half ago. We'll talk about the original 2 leaks that came out way before Sonic Central, so those are the actual legit Rangers leaks, not the teenage ones from afterwards, okay? Given that this game is on its 4th year of development now, assuming that they weren't just spending all their time on Sakura Wars, of course, it's most certainly come a long way since then, quality-wise. The Hedgehog Engine 2 is an extremely capable engine. If done right, regardless of how the game turns out, it will be a looker, and when it comes to marketing the game, visuals are important. I mean, they can't really push graphics that hard if it's still going to be on the Switch, right? Because it still has to run on the fucking Switch. You don't spend millions of marketing dollars on a game you think will be garbage. I don't know, I mean, that's been done before. It makes no business sense. Sony thought it was impressive looking enough to pay millions of marketing dollars for it, alongside the likes of Resident Evil, Street Fighter, Final Fantasy, Tekken, and numerous others. That says a lot. Sonic's games may fluctuate wildly in terms of game quality, but he is still a titan when it comes to icon status. The movie success also played a part in this. I mean, that is a good point. Because the movie did so well, people are just expecting that the next Sonic is gonna sell. And if they're saying that Forces was a commercial success, then it's like, yeah, Forces was a commercial success, and that was before the movie. Their Rangers is probably gonna do numbers simply off the fact that they're gonna ride the momentum of the movie. People are just gonna cop it off of the, oh, Sonic from that movie, you know, with Idris Elba and Jim Carrey and Donut Lord, you know, like, let's buy the new game. And even if it's like mediocre or slightly better than Forces, it could still move units. So Sony's just like, yeah, we could still move some units off of this. Kids will play it, not know it's mid until they get older. You know, money is money, right? Here's some things that are fair to expect out of a deal like this. A big push from PlayStation. When deals like this are made, companies sign over marketing rights to the company that purchased them for the particular product. Nintendo and Microsoft will not be getting any of that moolah here. Of course, they'll still be putting trailers of Rangers onto their social media, but that's the full extent of that. Expect many ads, features, and posts on the PlayStation blog promoting the game. It will be marketed like it's a PlayStation exclusive, but it obviously isn't. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of Nintendo games that be doing that shit. Like, you be watching directs and they'll be like, this game is coming to Switch, and you think it's an exclusive, and then you go and Google the game and it's like, it's on everything. But Nintendo, the only ones pushing it. It's like, yeah, that's kind of interesting. Things like exclusive content for the PS4/5 versions of the game and or a special edition console are not out of the question. Poor. Imagine a Rangers PS5. Couldn't be me, but like, I'm sure someone will cop that. It's a win-win in both situations. Sega's game gets a big push from the big three, and Sony can sell consoles by marketing a huge game starring a world-renowned character. Sonic may show up alongside PlayStation icons. Another point regarding these deals is that characters, first and third party, show up in PlayStation-themed ads, such as this one. And the links to one of those like Sony, like PlayStation ads where they show like CTR and shit like that. So Sonic running around with the likes of Ratchet and Clank, Cloud Strife, Sly, Leon Kennedy, Alloy, Kratos, and so on, in commercial form is a strong possibility. Sega has practically crossed Sonic over with everything else this year, so why not? A big part of a deal like this is that games are typically announced at PlayStation events. For example, the last 4 major Resident Evil games have all been announced at Sony events. Final Fantasy has also had things like this. A big example is that the resurgence of Final Fantasy VII Remake was announced at a State of Play, their equivalent of a Nintendo Direct. Yes, we know that. We don't only play Sonic, right? It's safe to say something like this for Sonic is also reasonably possible. With all of that said, this is something that will roll over the next few months. This leaves me a bit more confident in the quality of the game. We'll probably still have some waiting to do before this is all confirmed, so we have to wait and see. Okay, so I don't know, but the first thing I thought about when I saw that picture of the gold ring in the PlayStation Showcase was, how do we know this is actually about Rangers? Like, could it be about fucking Origins? Could it be about, I don't know, the movie sequel? Maybe some Blu-ray deal? I don't know. But that was the first thing that came to my mind. But let's say this is about Rangers. That does raise an interesting question, because we know that Sonic sells best on Nintendo, and usually they tend to be doing deals with Nintendo. Maybe they've just kind of gotten sick of that and they want to go a different way and try something else. Maybe Sony came to them with a deal. Could it go as far as to have even a timed exclusivity? Like Rangers would only be on PlayStation for like the first 6 months, and then after that they put down everything? Like, I don't know. I mean, just giving them a few Sony exclusive skins seems a bit small for like Sony giving them this level of marketing budget. I would think if Sony were really going to be backing it, that they would have to give up a bit more than just a few skins. I mean, if it's anything like the Colors Ultimate skins, it's not gonna be enough to convince us to, like, you know. But then again, with CTR, that was a multiplayer and that had PlayStation exclusive skins, and they still pushed that game hard. But I guess the real question is, does this mean Rangers is going to be amazing because Sony are backing it? I don't know. Okay, like, I get that Sony have got good games under their belt with their PlayStation studios, but that doesn't mean that they are the barometer for what makes a good 3D Sonic game. Just because Sony are willing to market it doesn't mean it's going to be some kind of masterpiece. Simply it being family friendly and it being Sonic because the movies are hot right now, and the fact that it's open world and might be longer than 2 hours in length for the first time in how many years, that could be enough for them to strike some kind of deal. I don't know. Them believing that it could sell could be enough for them to strike that deal. I don't know if this is some kind of quality assurance that because Sony may be backing it. Remember, this is still speculation, but the ring was in the PlayStation Showcase. It's there, you can find it. But I still don't think that's enough to confirm that Sony is backing this. And if it is Sony backing it, I still don't think it's enough to confirm that Rangers is going to be some great game or anything like that. It is intriguing though. I mean, the thing is, everyone's got their own opinion on what makes a great Sonic game. Like, if Rangers is a decent open world title, but it's piss easy and super automated, some people might love that. Critics might give it a good score because it's not as frustrating, just like Ego Raptor liked Sonic Forces because it was way more automated and harder to die in. You know, you never really know what to expect, so maybe it might do critically decent, you know, get like 70s or something like that, but then still be mid to a lot of Sonic fans. It could be a Sonic 4 Episode 1 situation where critics loved it and fans weren't really in love with it. It could be a Sonic Colors Ultimate situation where it still scored pretty well critically, even though we know that they fucking rushed the thing out and it's just like people let it off the hook because it was Colors. But either way, this is all pretty interesting. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. Do you think that gold ring in the PlayStation Showcase is some kind of confirmation that they are backing Rangers and that they think it's going to be good? Or do you think they're just backing Rangers because they think it's going to make money and that's it? Do you think Rangers is going to blow us away? Or do you think it's just going to blow us away from the franchise while we wait another 5 to 6 years for the next one in 2027? PS6 launch title, anybody? Right? But yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. Make sure to check out the non-Sonic channel. The link will be in the description. But that's all I have to say right now. So, Premy out.